G'day, welcome to another edition of Tech Tips. In this session we cover the necessary steps you need to follow to replace the timing belt for either the 3.2 litre 6VE1 or the 3.5 litre 6VD1 Isuzu engine. Just a note before we begin. Pay close attention to the phasing of the cam gears and the idler gear on each head assembly before you start the main task of retiming the engine. The information for performing this is well laid out in the service information and should be followed closely. Should you have difficulty performing the operation correctly, check the cam gear retaining pin. There have been instances where the pin is sheared. When this happens, it allows the gears to move independent of the shaft and consequently locks the gears, making it difficult to obtain correct engine timing. When a timing belt needs replacing for whatever reason, it's important to follow the outlined procedures for correct engine performance. Start by rotating the crankshaft until the mark on the crankshaft sprocket aligns with the mark on the oil pump cover. This will position the number 2 piston on TDC. Next, time the camshafts on the odd-numbered or left bank cylinders by rotating the odd bank camshaft sprocket until it springs to the 12 o'clock position. Due to the loss of reference timing, you will have to rotate the camshaft sprocket until the timing mark on the camshaft sprocket springs to the 12 o'clock position. This could take up to 9 revolutions. If the camshaft does not spring to the 12 o'clock position, camshaft timing will be incorrect. Should you have difficulty performing this activity, check the fit of the camshaft gear on the camshaft. Using the two-step process, time the camshafts on the even bank or right-hand cylinder. Rotate the even bank camshaft sprocket clockwise until the cam sprocket springs to the 9 o'clock position. This will be indicated when the timing mark corresponds to the threaded hole in the cylinder head. Next, rotate the even bank sprocket an additional 90 degrees clockwise to the 12 o'clock position and align the camshaft sprocket mark with the mark embossed on the cylinder head cover. Next, install the timing belt. Make sure the timing marks are not disturbed during this operation. After installing the timing belt, recheck to see that all the timing marks remain in their proper positions. It's very easy to incorrectly install the belt and be a tooth out, which will cause drivability problems. Before starting the timing belt installation process, pay attention to the series of green arrows located on the belt, as they indicate the rotation of the belt when in position. Once you've done this, start by aligning the timing marks in their proper positions. Then position the timing belt with the corresponding belt marks. There are 2 solid white lines and 1 dotted white line. Install the belt with the solid lines perpendicular to the marks on the camshaft sprocket. Secure the belt to the camshaft sprockets using binder clamps. This will keep the belt in the proper tooth of the sprocket and will assist in holding the belt in place. Align the dotted white line of the timing belt with the white timing marks of the crankshaft sprocket 180 degrees from the TDC timing notch. Slip the belt into place and install the belt tensioner. Do not remove the retaining pin from the tensioner at this time. After installing the timing belt, remove the binder clips and the tensioner retaining pin. Make sure that all the timing marks are still in their proper positions and have not been disturbed during the tensioning of the belt. Next, rotate the engine by hand. If you have resistance while performing this procedure, do not continue. Recheck the camshafts and crankshaft sprockets to be sure they are correctly aligned with their marks. Serious engine damage could occur if the belt is incorrectly installed. Once you are sure all the timing marks are correctly aligned, double check by rotating the crankshaft pulley a minimum of 2 complete turns clockwise. If the timing marks return to the same position after this operation, then continue with the procedure that is outlined in the service information. Well, that's it for this session.